Hey you all, it's your girl Sammy all day. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have not yet checked out my recent videos, go ahead and do so. And if you have not checked out my LP introduction, my first LP introduction, be sure to do so. Okay, so this video I'm presenting to you today is a face mask tutorial. And the reason why I'm doing this face mask tutorial is because I am super confident in teaching others now that I have learned. And before, it looked like a freaking mess and I didn't understand what was going on. I've tried and tried and tried, but I just couldn't get it. But I finally understand, and it's just amazing because ever since I understood how to do so, I have not stopped making face masks. And trust me, you'll be obsessed with making face masks too once you learn everything that you need to learn in this video. So please continue watching if you're interested. Okay, so right now I have up Photoshop version 2020, and this is the version that you need. I will tell you that this version is still out online for you to download. It may not be the real one, but you can find it somewhere online and download it. So this is the 2020 version, and the reason why I say download the 2020 version is because the 2020 version still has 3D. And let me go ahead and see. Okay, so when I say 3D, this is what I mean. You're able to rotate the head, you're able to see what you're doing, and all kinds of things. So I'm gonna go back to this. Okay, no, actually I need to put it straight on. Okay, so we are going to find a face reference photo to get started because we do need a photo to get started. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to Pinterest, and I'm gonna type in face reference. You have to make sure that the face that you're choosing, it doesn't have a shadow on it, and it doesn't have like crazy edits on it. Just something simple and clear to work with. And we need one, like for example, a face like this that's straight on so that you can get one side of the face. So I'm just looking to see which one best fits for this video. Okay, this one seems to be, yeah, this one seems great to work with. So we're gonna go ahead and save this. Okay, we're gonna name it face mask tutorial. And that's gonna go straight to our downloads. Okay, I'm gonna X that out. Now we're gonna go back into Photoshop, and we're going to go to File, Open. And we're gonna go to Downloads and open the photo up that we just saved. And we're gonna zoom in so that we can do this next step. This next step. Okay, so first we're going to, I don't know what happened to my Photoshop. Okay, so we're gonna unlock the photo because if it's locked, let me show you. For example, if it's locked, we can't really do anything with it. Say I want to copy this and paste it. It's not going to show up. No, that wasn't a good example, but just make sure it's unlocked. Okay. We're going to deselect that. Okay, so this next step, I keep saying stepped. What the heck? This next step will be me cutting out her eyes, and the reason why we're gonna do that is because we need the eyes on the photo to align with the Sims 3D model. Okay, so I am using the, what is this? The polygonal lasso tool. I love this tool. It's very easy. Okay, so we're just gonna click. And I think that it would be best for you to have a mouse if you're interested in editing and all that stuff in Photoshop, because it's way easier. Okay, so we are going to press delete, and we're going to do the same. Make sure you're not cutting too much of the eye out, because that can cause some problems. Delete again. Okay, so now I'm gonna zoom out a bit, and we're going to do the same thing, but this time we are cutting around her face. And I think I already see what side of the face I'm going to work with, and that will be the right side, because there's some hair on the left side that I think if I delete it off, it's going to delete majority of the head off, but no worries. We'll see which one is best to work with. Okay, so we're going to press, I don't know what computers you guys are using, but if you're using a MacBook, go ahead and do so accordingly. For the copy tool, the copy keyboard, the copy key on your computer, and you can, we're gonna drag it to this tab over here. Okay, so for me it's gonna be Control C because I'm using Windows, and we're gonna go back to this tab to the 3D head, and we're gonna press Control V for paste. And for if you have a MacBook, go ahead and do so accordingly with the paste key, and we're gonna size it up and align it with the eyes as best as we can. And like I said before, this side of the face is best for me to work with because you see how it's aligning perfectly. Yeah, so this side, we're not gonna worry about that. Okay, so I'm gonna use the eraser tool now. I'm gonna make it a bit bigger, but not too big. Don't be like me and make it so huge to the point where you delete everything. But if you do so, no problem. Just go to edit and then redo. Okay. I'm just gonna delete that part. Sometimes I don't delete the hair and I just clone it, the skin. So I think this is good enough. But if your picture has a bunch of hair, like that's what we're trying to avoid. Do not save a picture that has a whole bunch of hair on the forehead because it's going to be hard to work with. Go ahead and choose a photo that has a clean slate and go ahead and search face reference like me. But honestly, there's many more photos on the web, so it doesn't have to exactly be Pinterest and you searching face reference, but just find a face that is easy to work with and doesn't have a whole bunch of edits and drawings on it, etc. Okay, so I'm done with the erase tool, and this next step that we're gonna do is go to filter, and then we're gonna go down to liquify. Now with liquify, we're gonna align her eyes, her nose, and her mouth with the 3D model's head. Now the way we're gonna see the 3D model is we're gonna scroll all the way down to the show backdrop area, and then for all layers we're gonna change that to layer 1, and then we're gonna put that to behind. It was already on behind, so, and you can work with the opacity to see the 3D model's lips, as you can see, this is the 3D model's lips and this is the girl's lips from the photo. And this is her nose, her eyebrows, etc. I will also show you how to remove the eyebrows if you don't want the eyebrows. So I think this is best for me to work with. Just don't have it all the way up here because you're not gonna see anything. Okay, so we're just gonna move it with, that's why I said a mouse is best to work with, because if you're using a touchpad, like, you'll be here forever. So you see how I'm moving the mouth? I'm gonna align it with the 3D mouth. And these arrows are to like align it even more. So as you see, the real girl's mouth is up here. We're just gonna move it down until it looks like it's aligned perfectly. Okay, I think that's good enough, and we're just gonna move the sides as well. Okay, and you're just gonna keep doing this until everything's aligned, like the eyes, the nose, and the lips. So I'm just gonna keep going to filter and liquefy until I get it as best as I can. Always remember to put it to layer 1 and behind. Okay, I'm just gonna pull her bottom lip up because it's like too far down. We're gonna move in the mouth some more. I'm just trying to get it aligned as best as I can because the lips will look crazy if you don't. Okay, I think that's good enough for the lips. We're gonna press OK and we're gonna go back to liquefy. It looks crazy right now, but trust me, it'll look better. Layer 1 behind, always. Gonna move the nose now. Now, be careful with moving anything else because when I'm moving the nose, the mouth also moves. You just have to have patience. This is very tedious, and if you want the best results, you have to take your time. I'm not trying to make it look like it's not fun to create face masks because it is. Once I learned, I couldn't stop, and I have gotten better over time, and I completely love it. It's just very fun, you know? I think, yeah, because I'm working with the right side of her face, the nose is aligning perfectly for me, so I'm not gonna go ahead and mess it up. Just make sure this part of the nose is like aligned with this part because in game it can look crazy if you don't align it properly. But Photoshop will come to the rescue because there's a lot of tools that you can use to fix the nose so that it doesn't appear like that in game. And I can go ahead and show you guys that as well. Okay, I think this is good enough, but I'm just gonna go back in just to be safe. I didn't even fix the eye and it just went back into place, so that's good. Okay. Oh my gosh. I know I said it was good, but I'm having second thoughts. Okay, it's good. Let's move on. Okay, so everything's aligned. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I missed a step. That is not good. I missed a step. I missed a step. Oh no. Okay, no worries. We're gonna press layer 1. That's what I should have done from the start. And we're gonna press text 0007. And since we're creating a face mask, we're gonna press edit texture. And this will pop up. This is the UV layer. And we're gonna go ahead and add another layer, because with this layer, this will make your face appear on here. Okay. And we're gonna keep this locked until we get to the next step. Okay. No worries, guys. Now that I'm done with the liquify tool and I aligned everything to my liking, I'm gonna go ahead and press shift, right click, merge down, and the face like got stuck to the 3D head. Okay, and now it's on here. That's why I said layer 1. Adding a layer is important because your face will paste onto the UV layer. Now, as you can see, we have some residue over here from the eye and some residue over here. We're just gonna erase it, no problem. No problem. I just like to do this because I don't know if I'm missing anything. Okay, so I said I was working with the right side of the face, so I'm going to go ahead and erase this part and some of this. If there's like rough edges, just go ahead and erase it, but not too much. But you can always go back and redo. Okay, so alrighty. Now we're gonna go to the elliptical mark tool. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but this tool right here, and we're gonna go to the rectangular mark tool. Okay, so I'm working with the right side of the face, so I'm just going to click and drag. And you see the purple line right here? That shows that you're getting the middle. So make sure you're seeing that purple line, and you're going to press Control C and Control V so that it pastes. And we're gonna go ahead and move that out the way. Now this is layer 2 that I'm working with, that I'm dragging. We're gonna press layer 1 and we're gonna do the same thing. Rectangular mark tool. Make sure the purple is appearing. That shows that it's in the middle. And you're just gonna press delete on your keyboard. Then we're gonna go back to layer 2. Layer 2 is this. And we're gonna go to edit, transform, and flip horizontal. And you're going to align it. If you don't see that purple line in the middle, it's not aligned. So make sure you're seeing that purple line in the middle. Okay. Now, it's aligned. Now you see all these crazy dots and whatnot. We're gonna fix that. Okay. So now we're going to go ahead and press shift, right, and merge down. And we're going to unlock this now. Go back to layer 1, shift, right click, merge down. The reason why we're merging everything down is because everything that you do over here appears on here. You see how that fell into place? I don't know if you saw it. I'm sure you did, but everything fell into place now that I copied the right side of the face and pasted it to the left side to match. So it's looking good so far. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and zoom in. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use the healing brush tool. It looks like a band-aid. Okay, we're gonna lower that size. Okay, and we are going to go ahead and copy a portion of her lip that does not have that crazy hole looking thing in it, and we're just gonna cover it by clicking on it. So you're gonna want to press Alt and then just press onto the part. So it is disappearing. And we're gonna do Alt on this part because this part is a different color, and we're just gonna press it. All I'm doing is pressing with my mouse after pressing Alt because it copied. It's kind of like the clone tool. You're copying and you're just cloning it onto the part that you need to fix. Okay, this part is good, and now we're gonna make it a bit bigger. And copy that and just, press down. Gonna lower it again because we don't want it to be too big. I'm just gonna copy it from here. Okay. This does take a lot of work, but once you fully understand how to do it, it can take you about 5 minutes to create a face mask. Okay, we're gonna now do the top portion of her lip, because people don't have holes on their lips, so we just need to get that fixed. Okay, we're done with the lips, and I see a little thing going on over here in the nose, and honestly we're gonna do the same thing, alt, and just press down so that it matches. Okay, so I said sow. Okay, so for the, hold on, I see a little bit more issues going on over here. I'm just gonna fix that up really quickly. Okay, so as for her nose, I'm so sorry, I see some more issues going on over here. Okay, now for her nose, you're gonna want to use another layer. So we're gonna add another layer, and you're going to press the paintbrush tool, and we're gonna zoom in because we don't want to mess up. We're gonna put the size down for the paintbrush because it's way too big right now, and we're just going to copy the color inside of her nose by pressing Alt again, and you're just gonna draw with your mouse or your touchpad and just draw to make it look like a real nostril instead of the crazy looking thing that it got going on. Gonna do that for both sides, but don't go too crazy, just go inside where it needs to be colored. Okay, now we're gonna zoom out, and now that looks way better. Okay, we're gonna go over here, and it honestly looks better. Now what I do over here, like I said, transfers over here, so now her nostrils look good. Now we're gonna zoom in, and we are going to clone this part because there's like a piece of hair, and if I use the healing brush, I mean, it should be fine, but I just wanted to go quicker. We're gonna press Alt again. Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, Shift, right, merge down. Anytime that you add a new layer, you're gonna want to press Shift, right click, and merge down. Now I'm cloning this part, and voila, the hair is gone. Now we're gonna zoom out again, and we're not gonna add a new layer. Whenever you're dealing with like cloning or the heal brush tool, you don't add another layer, you just work with this layer right here. But if you're like using the paintbrush tool, then you're gonna add another layer. So Now we're going to blend her skin in with the healing brush tool, and we're going to make this big, and we're just going to copy a portion of her skin, and we're just going to press down all around the face. And as you see, the rough edges are being removed and everything is blending in. Okay, so what I did, transferred over here, and okay, we covered all of the face. Now we're going to add a new layer because I will be working with the paintbrush tool again, and I'm just going to press Alt and get the best skin match to draw around. So what I'm doing is pressing Alt, I'm holding Alt, and I'm just pressing my mouse key, going around and trying to find a color that best fits. I think this should be fine. Or maybe this. Yeah, this should be fine. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw around where I put the healing brush tool to blend the skin. I'm not sure if this is the best match, so I'm gonna go ahead and undo the brush tool and choose a different color. Maybe this. Okay, this seems to work. It looks like the same color that I just put, but whatever. It should work. Okay, so we're gonna go to filter, and then we're gonna go to blur, and then we're gonna go to Gaussian blur. And you see how it just blended in? I didn't even move anything. It just went. Okay, so we're just gonna work with the Gaussian blur. And see which one is blended the most. This is what we started with, and as we move this, it just blends in even more. If you need to go back and use the healing brush tool to just press down, don't be afraid to do so, because remember, you want your skin to look good on your sim. I think I'm gonna go with 15.3. Okay, so I'm going to press shift and right click merge down, and we're gonna go ahead and use the healing brush tool again just to blend it in even more. It was just this portion, I think, that I was looking at. Okay, now we're gonna add another layer again, and since the color is already on here, we're just gonna brush around it again. And honestly, this was the perfect match, I think. I'm gonna just do the whole face again. You can do the whole face again, not a problem. Okay, so we're gonna press filter, blur, and Gaussian blur again. I think 37.4 should work. Okay, so now we're gonna press shift, right click, merge down again. I'm gonna zoom out and we're gonna take a look at how it looks. So in this case, it looks pretty good to me. It looks blended. And on to the final step. Not really, but this is pretty much the final step. We're gonna go ahead and zoom out so that we can see this whole map. And I'm gonna go to the rectangular mark tool again, drag, delete, drag, and delete. You want to remove everything except for the face itself. Drag, delete, and drag, delete. Now we're gonna zoom in and we're gonna go to the polygonal lasso tool and just go around and delete. Same for the bottom. And delete. It looks crazy right now, but trust the process. Okay, so now we're going to use the elliptical. Actually, no, we're not. Not yet. We're going to go to filter, camera raw filter. And with the camera raw filter, you can pretty much work with the skin to your liking. Now, what I do is put 44 for the sharpening and for noise reduction. If I want the texture on her face to show and not go away completely, then I'm going to put it to like 30 maybe. But if I want it to fully go away and just be smooth, I'm going to put 50. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference, but 50 versus 30 is a huge difference. So I'm going to put 39. Yeah. And I'm going to leave that alone. And now we're going to go to basic. Actually, no, we're going to go to basic. And we're going to go to texture. And then we're going to put 3 for texture and -3 for clarity. Now, I'm not going to work with saturation or vibrance, because when I do so, I feel like the skin looks a bit orangish and messes up the side of the Sin's face in game. So I'm just going to press OK. And now we're going to use the elliptical mark tool and just drag. But we need to drag it to the point where we're getting the sides of her face, the bottom and the top. And then we're going to go to select and mask. But I press shift and I press the select and mask. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to put 7.43 for the feather. And then I'm going to press OK. And then I'm going to press this right here. I don't know what the name is because it's not showing. And that just pretty much blends the skin in. Now, this is the result, and we're going to look at it in game. But first, we're going to have to use Sims 4 Studios. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go to File, Save As, press Save on your computer, and don't forget to make a folder so that you're placing it into a folder where you can retrieve the skin easily and put it to your Sims 4 Studio. Okay, so change that to PNG, and then you're going to name it whatever you want to name it. For the sake of this video, I'm going to name it Face Mask Tutorial. And I'm going to go to my Skin Creations folder and save it to there. And I am going to open Sims 4 Studio. And we're going to press cast. And we're going to press female. And we're going to go to part type. And face paint, and you're going to press this one right here. Now, your package file is going to be whatever you want it to be. Like, for example, if you have a YouTube or Patreon or anything, or it's just personal skins for your Sims, you're going to name it what you want to name it. Like, for me, I'm gonna put it as Sammy All Day. Face mask tutorial picture. And we're just gonna save it. But make sure you make a folder. I'm going to put it into my Skin Creations folder that I just put up here for the sake of the video, and I'm going to save it. Now, this will open up and you will see the face mask that we chose from the beginning. Now, we're going to press specular and press make blank. Always remember to do that. And I always delete this unless you want to make swatches. I'm not too sure. I'm not too confident how to make swatches, but somebody out there should have a video on how to create swatches. So as for the picture thumbnail, be sure to save the photo that you chose to create a face mask with, and just go ahead and save it as a PNG, and you'll be able to import it here and the picture will show up here. If you press import, it's simple. You go to downloads, and then if you save your picture that you used for a face mask over here to your downloads folder, you can go ahead and press it and then open, and then it should appear over here. But I'm not going to do that. So we're going to press import, and then I'm going to go to my folder, face mask tutorial, and boom, here's the face. It looks so good. It looks so good. Wow, I might use this to create a sim. It's super cute. Okay, we did that. Okay, so we're going to press categories, and then you're going to press skin detail forehead so that it appears in your skin details in your game. Now, I'm going to remove this face for elder. It's up to you on if you want to keep it. For an elder to use, a toddler to use, a child to use, even a male or a teen, a young adult, and but I'm going to put it as teen, young adult, and adult. And after all of your changes, press apply to all swatches. And I'm going to remove elder from here again and press apply to all swatches. I'm going to remove alien, mermaid, vampire, spellcaster, and werewolf was not checked. But if you have the pack where your Sims can become werewolves, you can keep that in the vampire stuff and all that. But I don't have that pack, so I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to press hot weather, cold weather, career, and maybe retail uniform. I'm going to remove synthetic, and I'm going to restrict opposite frame. It's all about what you want to do. So now we're going to go to warehouse, and you're probably like, what the heck? What is this? We're just going to scroll down. We're going to scroll down until we see sort layer. Let me make sure there's no other sort layers so that you guys are not confused. Okay, yeah. So we're going to go to sort layer, and we're going to change this from 7500 to 2100. And the reason why we're changing this to 2100 is because this is the number that is for face masks or skin details. And we're just going to go ahead and press studio. And then we're going to press save. My package has been saved, and it has been saved to my folder, which is skin creations. And here it is. And now we're going to open up the game. I restarted my whole CC mods folder, so I do not have a loading screen right now, and yeah, but I will be getting one soon. Okay, so we're going to press a new game because I removed my save files, I removed everything, so I'm starting from scratch. Okay, we're gonna take the hat off of her and the hair. Everything we're gonna take off. Okay. And we are going to find the face. Now here's the face. And we're gonna remove the eyebrows so that we can see. Okay. Now here's the face mask. Now, the thing with the face mask is that you have to choose the best match skin to go with the face mask skin. And it can be hard sometimes, but right now I don't have a skin blend overlay, so I don't have much choices. But you're gonna find the best skin match for your face mask. Yeah, you're just gonna have to keep playing around and just seeing which skin goes best. Okay, but we're in here to show you guys how the skin turned out, and I think it came out amazing. I love it. It's cute. I'm definitely gonna make a sim with this skin. Okay, so this sums up the face mask tutorial. I tried my very, very best to help you to understand how to create a face mask. If you are wondering on how to do so, but you did not know where to start, this video should give you an understanding, and you can follow along with this video as many times as you would like until you completely learn it. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And who knows, I might come out with more tutorials. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I hope I helped you. And don't forget to find a 2020 version of Photoshop. They're all over the web. Also, I will be linking the 3D head 3D head I will be linking the 3D head in the description so that you can go ahead and have it. And yeah, this sums up the video. So thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you next time with the next video. Bye.